Hi, I'm Marlene. Welcome to the recommendation station. Today I would like to share with you what Bill and I use, and we call it our gut maintenance program. When we see clients who have a host of various issues happening with their digestive system, the first thing I do is I get them to my kitchen and I teach them how to make fermented vegetables. Probiotics is a word that's very in vogue right now. Everyone's taking probiotics and supplementation and all sorts of things, but basically you can make an amazing probiotic in your own kitchen for pennies, and I'm going to show you how. This was a traditional method of fermenting vegetables that preserved the harvest over winter, so when you make this you can keep it and store it in your fridge for months and months. Cabbage, carrots, beetroots, you can use ginger and garlic, an array of vegetables that make the most beautiful, colourful fermented dishes. So here I've already prepared some cabbage and some carrots. Now you can simply use your sharp knife to cut them, but for quickness I like to use my mandolin. And these are very easy to pick up. I'm making a lot of these vegetables for family and friends, so this is much quicker for me, as you can see. And it just gives you this beautiful fine shredding. It's very important to make your vegetables small because the fermentation process will happen much faster. If you're using big heavy chunks of vegetables, it takes longer. So I'm just going to put that off to the side and continue with my knife. So if you don't have a mandolin, no panics. You can just simply work away with your knife and get the same idea. So you get these nice fine threads. Okay, just be very careful. Remember, using your fingers as a claw so you don't cut yourself. Turning over and the same again. So the choice is yours, whatever you decide you want to do. The same with the carrots. I've used this in the mandolin, but again, I could simply just have made them with cutting through with my knife. Now remember, there's bacteria in the air, on our skin, it's everywhere, so even as these vegetables are sitting here, you know, they're absorbing the spores in the air. So let's get started and I'll explain to you the next step. Okay, I'm simply using brine, which is 4 cups of water and 2 tablespoons of sea salt. This is important to make sure that you have the right quantity, otherwise the fermentation process won't happen and the vegetables will become soggy and not very healthy. So this is a wonderful mixture and very easy, as you can see. Now the secret here is you want to make sure that you really press these down, squashing them right to the bottom, either with a wooden spoon or I'm using my little sort of koji from my surabachi. So just pressing down, and I like to do them in layers because it also gives nice colour to the dish. I want to fill my mason jar pretty much to the top, and I've pressed that really as far down as I can, and now I'm simply going to add the brine. This will stay out in my kitchen for 5 or 6 days, and each day what I'll do is I'll just simply open the lid, let some gas out. I'm just going to press this down once more and let it sit on my worktop. Let it ferment and then it's ready to go in the refrigerator. I like to keep a couple of little pieces of cabbage to make a cover, so it keeps everything sealed in nicely, and you can simply discard this once the vegetables are ready. There we go. Lid on. So 7 days later you have this delicious, sour, salty, crunchy vegetable. And remember, texture is very important as well as taste in your diet, so take this on board. Add it into your diet every day to increase your gut bacteria, to get your immune system strong, because remember, that's where the immune system primarily lives, in your gut. Okay, so high fibre vegetables, probiotics, amazing. Get on board with it. Send me your recipe because I like to look and see what everyone else is doing. And if you make a beautifully coloured dish, I'll pop it on my website. Okay, thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.